in the process. We're about to deep dive into what all that is about, but first, let's introduce our fighters. Introducing first, in the blue corner.
Dana, at the time, people said was an unconventional hire.
The man you're listening to is Lorenzo Fertitta. He's one of the Fertitta brothers. He and Dana went to high school together.
How many people grew up broke?
Now, Dana was always known as a street smart type of guy. He got kicked out of high school and he dropped out of college twice.
I mean, Dana has a high school education and that's it.
He got a few odd jobs here and there.
Actually, I had a lot of jobs. I was a bouncer, as a bellman. I did paving.
I can remember Dana White used to hang around me and Jeff Mayweather and carry my bags.
And he finally got into the boxing scene at 17, until one event in South Boston changed his life forever.
I was actually teaching a boxing class, and these guys just walked right into the middle of the class. Hey, we need to talk to you.
It was actually a guy named Kevin Weeks, who, if you saw the trial, was Whitey's right-hand man. I'm sure he's very prominent in the movie, but
We walked outside. I go outside with him, and like, hey, you owe us some money. Told me I owed him $2,500. Basically, I ignored it. And then one day I was at my house, and I got a call.
They said, you have till 1 o'clock tomorrow to give us the money.
I said, or what? He said, or you're gonna find out. I literally hung up the phone, picked it back up, and called Delta and got a one-way ticket to Vegas.
So Dana moves to Vegas and meets mixed martial arts fighters for the first time.
And we were blown away by these UFC guys.
Back then, the UFC already existed, but it was nothing like we know it today. Picture some kind of freak show circus cage fights with no rules and no regulations.
And I started to manage Chuck Liddell and Tito Ortiz at the time.
That's how he gets in.
Through that, I found out that the UFC was in trouble and they were going out of business.
That's when he calls his high school buddy, Lorenzo Fertitta, and tells him,
These guys are in big trouble. They're losing money. I think we can buy it. And a month later, we own the company.
Dana, congratulations on your first show. That's got to feel good.
Thank you very much, James. I appreciate it. We're very excited. We got a sellout crowd here, 5,000 people, revved and ready to go.
so before we all judge him too harshly for what I'm about to show you, let's just remember that he's the man who built it all.
We bought it for $2 million, but burned another $44 million before the thing took off. It was war. People think I swear a lot now. You should have heard me the first 3 years of this company.
The UFC is his baby. And talking about children in the red corner, Jake and his older brother Logan are YouTube superstars. They were deep into sports at a very young age and excelled at all kinds of physical competitions. They're what you'd refer to as natural athletes, and they took that competition to the next level in 2012 when the social media platform Vine was created. They started competing on who would get the most followers. In the following years, they both grew their followers on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. If there's one thing you should keep in mind about Jake,